There's been a lot of talk over these last few days about policing and justice and about a financial package to help policing and justice. Well, it's a farce. The financial package to help policing and justice is not the main issue here. The main issue is about actually policing. In the border areas we have a situation at the minute where there is no police and they have not got the resources that they need to actually give us a proper police force. At the minute, dissidents are basically running these areas. They've become a no-go area for the police, and we're back to the helicopter situation whereby it is flying overhead, and if there's an incident they can't attend it. There has been more reports of gunmen walking on the roads in South Armagh, heavily armed. In one case they were seen carrying a general purpose machine gun, when you have a minority population in there of Protestants and ordinary Roman Catholics who are living in fear of their life because these scum can basically do whatever they want. The whole issue on policing and justice is not about money. It's about Sinn Féin getting themselves into a position where they can say we all now have an All-Ireland police force, even though they don't even recognise the Irish police force, but they're pushing very hard to get a joint police force, which is not acceptable. We are a sovereign state, we are different from Southern Ireland, and we are entitled to have a proper police force which represents the people of the United Kingdom, because we are part of the United Kingdom. This whole security situation at the minute, like you've seen, there were 750 bomb alerts in Northern Ireland in this last 2 years. That's how many times the bomb squad was called out. Now the equivalent of that in the mainland would be something like 40,000 bomb threats or actual bombs being placed in the mainland. So you just imagine that in the United Kingdom, in England, Scotland and Wales, if there was 40,000 bomb, let them be hoaxes or actual devices, would the people put up with it over there? I don't think so. Would they put up with armed thugs, the scum of the earth, walking about the streets, or well, not so much the streets, but on our roads, armed to the teeth, carrying AK-47s and heavy machine guns? I don't think they would. They would demand that the policing would be put in place, but no, here the whole argument is that we need a few more pound. Doesn't come into it. The money is a smokescreen, and the day that they hand over policing and justice to Sinn Féin IRA will be a day that the people in Northern Ireland will have paid a price that is far beyond what any community should be asked to pay. And you know, like, the smuggling that's still going on in South Armagh is unbelievable. And this great new outfit they set up called SACA, they haven't opened up one new case in South Armagh. Now we're talking about an area here that is renowned for smuggling. They have not convicted one IRA man of smuggling, where we know for a fact there's somewhere to the tune of between 200 and 500 million a year is still being lost to the IRA in smuggling, and SACA has not even opened one new case to look into this. Never mind the millions, the hundreds of millions that was creamed off by Slab Murphy and his colleagues. Slab Murphy, they're talking about hitting him a €3 million fine. You know, that's a joke. It's a joke. How stupid do they think the people in this country is? Do they think that they can now tell us basically anything that they want and put enough spin on it that we're naive enough to believe them? Well, I can assure you we're not. And especially the people in the countryside who live among these people. What we're saying to the government and to the security forces, you start policing our communities before somebody ends up losing their life, and it'll probably be a policeman or maybe more than one. But it is not good enough to say that police cannot go into the area because of the security risk. When you join the police force, you join it to do a job, and that job is protect the community. So we want to see nobody injured, especially murdered, but at the hands of these people. But the new Chief Constable, you have the opportunity here to put the whole thing right by giving the resources to the police on the ground to go in and deal with these animals, because that's what they are, they're animals. They have no love for anything except money, and that is their master. And until you take that away from them, this country will not move on. And we cannot hand that over. We can't hand policing and justice over to the very people who created this situation. Like, where else in the world would you do it? We are lions led by donkeys, because they don't seem to be prepared to take the fight to the Republicans. And it may not be a military fight at the minute, it may be a political fight, but at the minute the IRA were defeated military, but they seem now to be winning the political fight, whereby what they couldn't take by the force of the gun, our politicians are giving to them. Well, I can say this to you, you may fool the politicians, but you haven't fooled the people, and you will never take it away from ourselves. It may cost us more lives or whatever, but what is right, and justice cannot be sold for a few pounds, or for to put somebody higher up the ladder, or give them a knighthood, or a lordship, or a baroness, or whatever you want to call them. Some people are for sale, but the majority of the people in Ulster are not for sale. So we would send the message to our government: you may be failing some of the people, but you ain't failing all of us.